4 years. General Motors 6.2-liter V8 was marketed as one of the most powerful and refined engines ever installed in a full-size pickup or SUV. It powered vehicles like the Chevrolet Silverado 1500, GMC Sierra 1500 Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon, Escalade, and high-performance trims such as Trail Boss, AT4, and Denali. On paper, the 6.2-liter promised big power, smooth drivability, and premium reliability, but behind that promise, a serious problem has quietly followed thousands of owners. 6.2-liter lifter failure. For a long time, GM avoided strong language. Dealers called it normal noise. Service departments blamed oil quality, driving habits, or delayed maintenance. Owners were told the issue was rare. That tone has now changed. While GM has never held a dramatic press conference saying, "We failed," internal service bulletins, revised part numbers, shifting warranty behavior, and engineering updates all point to one conclusion. GM has effectively admitted the 6.2L lifter failure is real, widespread, and design-related. The bigger question is this: is the rumored 2027 fix the real solution or just another band-aid? Let's break it down clearly, honestly, and with real, expert insight. At the center of the issue are GM's active fuel management, AFM, and later dynamic fuel management, DFM systems. These systems shut down cylinders during light driving to improve fuel economy. On paper, it's brilliant. In the real world, for many owners, it's been disastrous. The 6.2L uses collapsible hydraulic lifters that constantly engage and disengage as cylinders turn on and off. Over time, these lifters can collapse internally, stick in their bores, lose oil pressure, or fail to re-engage properly. When that happens, the camshaft continues rotating, but the lifter no longer follows the cam lobe correctly. The result is metal-on-metal contact, rapid wear, and often catastrophic engine damage. Once a lifter fails, owners may experience loud ticking or knocking, misfires, check engine lights, loss of power, and in severe cases, complete engine failure. If driven too long, the camshaft can be destroyed. Metal debris circulates through the oiling system, and the entire engine may need replacement. While lifter failures also affect GM's 5.3 liters and 6.0L engines. Experts agree the 6.2L is especially vulnerable for several reasons. First, the 6.2L produces significantly more torque. That higher load places more stress on lifters during cylinder deactivation and reactivation. Second, many 6.2L engines are installed in heavier vehicles or performance trims like the Sierra 8, Silverado, Trail Boss, and Escalade, which are often driven harder, tow more, and see aggressive throttle input. Third, modern engines use tighter tolerances. There's less margin for oil pressure variation. Even brief oil starvation, especially during cold starts, can begin damaging lifters over time. According to former GM powertrain engineers and independent engine builders, this is not owner abuse. It's a design sensitivity issue. GM has frequently pointed to oil quality as a contributing factor. Oil does matter, but experts agree it's not the root cause. Cold starts are especially risky for the 6.2L lifter system. Oil pressure takes time to stabilize, lifters may not fill evenly, and AFM-DFM components are under stress. Short trips make the situation worse, as the engine never reaches full operating temperature and moisture builds up in the oil. But here's the key point. A properly designed lifter system should tolerate normal driving behavior. When engines fail at 30,000, 40,000, or 60,000 miles under normal use, responsibility shifts away from the owner and back to engineering. One of the clearest signs that GM has effectively acknowledged the problem comes from legal and warranty behavior. Multiple class action lawsuits allege defective lifter design, known failure patterns, insufficient customer warnings, and costly repairs outside warranty. At the same time, GM has quietly increased goodwill repairs, especially for owners with complete service records. Dealers report internal guidance to inspect lifters more aggressively, replace camshafts during lifter repairs, and use updated part numbers. Manufacturers don't behave this way when a problem is rare. GM has already made several behind-the-scenes changes, even if they haven't advertised them loudly. Revised lifter designs with improved internal tolerances, updated camshaft surface treatments, software changes to reduce aggressive cylinder switching, new oil specifications, and service recommendations. Most experts agree these steps reduce failure rates but do not eliminate the root cause. As long as collapsible lifters are repeatedly cycled on and off, the risk remains. Now to the big question. Is the 2027 fix real? Based on supplier leaks, engineering chatter, and industry analysis, several major changes are expected around the 2027 model year. First, a redesigned lifter system featuring stronger internal locking mechanisms, improved oil flow paths, and less reliance on rapid collapse and Second, reduced dependence on AFM-DFM instead of aggressive cylinder shutoff. GM may lean more on transmission efficiency, mild hybrid systems, and improved combustion efficiency, dramatically reducing lifter stress. Third, software that prioritizes durability, limiting cylinder deactivation during cold starts, stop-and-go traffic, and moderate loads. Experts agree software alone won't solve the problem, but combined with real hardware changes, it could finally make a meaningful difference. Realistically, no. Historically, GM does not retroactively redesign engines for older vehicles. That means a true mechanical fix will likely be limited to new engines. Existing owners may see only partial improvements through software updates. Aftermarket solutions, such as AFM-DFM, delete kits have proven effective when installed correctly, but they come with trade-offs and potential warranty implications. Independent GM specialists are remarkably consistent. The 6.2L is a strong engine when the lifters survive. Lifter failure is not random, it follows clear patterns. Reducing or eliminating cylinder deactivation greatly improves long-term reliability. Many mechanics privately advise that if you plan to keep a 6.2L long-term, addressing the lifter system proactively is smarter than waiting for failure. It depends on how long you plan to keep the vehicle. For short-term ownership under warranty, many buyers enjoy the 6.2L with no issues. For long-term ownership beyond 100,000 miles, the risk is real, especially in earlier model years. Experts widely agree the 2027 update is GM's best chance to finally close this chapter, not with marketing, but with engineering. Did GM admit the 6.2L lifter failure? Not with a headline press release, but through lawsuits, warranty behavior, updated parts, engineering changes, and now a rumored major redesign. The answer is clear. Yes. Whether the 2027 fix finally solves it depends on how far GM is willing to go. If they truly reduce reliance on collapsing lifters and prioritize durability over marginal fuel economy gains, the 6.2L could finally become the legendary V8 it was meant to be. Until then, informed buyers should watch closely, ask hard questions, and understand exactly what's under the hood before committing.